Welcome back to Prepper Boss. This is the Personal Finance Series number 6. And if you haven't already, please go back and watch numbers 1 through 5. I'll have a playlist in the description, and that'll get you up to speed on where we are right now. We're going to discuss today cutting auto expenses. And this could be quite a touchy subject for some people. Auto expenses is one of the areas where we can waste the most money without even knowing it. Some things to consider when you're buying a vehicle. The total cost. Total cost would be the cost of the vehicle, the cost of the interest to borrow on the vehicle if you are not paying cash, cost of insurance, maintenance and upkeep. It's not just the cost of the car. Depreciation. Every car depreciates, meaning it's worth less tomorrow than it was today. Does the auto meet your needs or does it meet your wants? Can you get by without it? All things to consider before signing on that dotted line. Total cost, as we mentioned, is the cost of the auto, yearly cost of insurance, fuel and maintenance, and depreciation. A note on insurance is if you buy a $35,000 vehicle, the cost of insurance is going to be higher than the insurance for a $15,000 vehicle. This is why you weigh everything before you make a decision. Let's talk about depreciation for a minute. It is the lost value of a commodity each year. Most everything depreciates, and we need to have our money into things that appreciate, not depreciate. So this is from the Ramsey Solutions website, and this shows a car value initially of $35,000. The minute you walk off the lot with the car or drive off, it's worth $31,500. Over 5 years, it's $15,000 is what it's worth. If you finance this, you might not even have it paid off in 5 years. My personal example. One time we purchased a vehicle for $38,000. We had to get rid of it for various reasons. 3 years later, it was worth $18,000. We lost $20,000 on the value of the vehicle in depreciation. And it was exactly 3 years, 36 months. This was the equivalent of throwing $555 out of the car window every first of the month when we got paid. But you don't really see that because it's not really cash going out of the window. It's the value of the vehicle you're still paying on that goes down. So every month, $555, 500s, 510s, and 5 $1 bills went out the window, never to come back. Think about it for a second. Can you imagine throwing cash out of the window of your car? Actual bills? You would never do that. Yet in the United States, we're addicted to cars. They make it so easy to walk in there and finance a car, drive out of there, and you're stuck because that vehicle is going to depreciate. Another way to look at this is if you invest the average car payment for 3 years, the 3 years that we had that vehicle, and I made about 8% interest in a growth mutual fund, I would have $22,091 in that account. Contributions $19,620. The growth was $2,471. This here is a loss because you didn't get it. Drive free and retire rich. I'm going to link in the description an article from the Ramsey Solutions website, and it shows you how to invest the average car payment, which is around $500 a month, and save up cash and buy a car used. For instance, if you save $500 a month for 10 months, there's $5,000. Go buy a $5,000 car, drive it for another 10 months, and you've got $5,000 more in your account. Sell your car, take the $5,000 you've saved subsequent to that. You've got about $10,000, and you can buy yourself a car that's twice as good as the previous one. And then do that every year, because you're going to be paying a car payment anyway if you buy a car and make a payment. The difference is that the car you purchase goes down in value. If you put the money in an investment, that most likely will go up in value. I've personally done this, where I've sold, like in this particular case, sold this car for $18,000 and bought myself a beater. Didn't really need the expensive car, just used it for transportation. So if any of this made sense to you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And remember, as we go through our personal finances, that we're taking this one chunk at a time, one category at a time. This is going to take you 2, 3, 4 months to streamline your finances so that you've got more money in your pocket than you had before. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.